He's a handsome guy. What are you gonna do?
My heroes
Fucking
growing up,
Superman.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, are the most fucking yoked out people in the world. And that hasn't changed. I mean, you have the Chris's, right? Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Chris Pratt. I mean, that dude went from I'll have a large number 6 to SEAL Team 6. And I mean, you can even see it in the different
Nice.
actors playing some of the same revised roles. Look at James Bond over the years. Sean Connery to Daniel Craig. With America being
Sean
such a
Connery
giving
looked good,
country,
though,
we
too.
also export
did. He was
this
in shape.
toxicity. Studies showing that even in populations exposed to Western media relatively recently, TV consumption is linked to more muscular body ideals for men and slimmer ones for women. That's along with dieting behaviors and disordered eating among women. But also, you can't put 100% of the blame on media because the supplements industry is the prime beneficiary here. Right? They've been aggressively marketing protein shakes, bars, pills, and powders towards men for decades. And it's worked because now the global protein supplements market is valued at over $20 billion, with North America grabbing the largest share. And reportedly, more than half of males from adolescence to early adulthood take protein powder or shakes. And this is Americans already consume nearly twice the recommended daily intake of protein. And that matters because excessive protein consumption can strain kidney and liver function, as well as increase the risk of heart disease and cancer. Not to mention,
I don't know where he got some of that information because my understanding is that the standard American diet is like 12% protein, which is very low.
No, but like that's the thing when they cite this stuff and they talk about protein, it's like fast food. You know what I mean? Where people are getting burgers and again, along with a lot of fries, et cetera. Then they mention, oh yeah, they eat a lot of protein, and they do eat a lot of protein, but it's with a lot of other calories included. You know, it's not people that are eating
Protein leveraging.
You know,
Eating leaner sources of protein to drive their hunger down. Yeah.
that, or even just fucking eating a steak. It's not like that. It's not even quality protein. So it's not that protein is bad, because I've seen this mentioned by people a few times. It's the quality of the protein people are eating, accompanied with all the processed foods that they're eating. Most Americans that are out of shape and potentially overweight are not eating. We've talked about this at length. They're not eating enough actual protein.
No.
You know?
They're overeating on other things and usually not getting enough activity.
Yeah. So that's just tough.
Yeah, but man, recently I just started drinking a lot more Steak Shake, the chocolate one. It's so good. It just has me thinking like everybody needs a protein shake a day.
Yeah, I think a lot of people could use one just for the convenience of it.
But this is one thing to think about too. Like when he's talking about the dangers of those protein shakes, man, like when a lot of people do want to improve and increase their protein intake, but quality of that protein shake you're having is too. When you go to Walmart and get the $20 protein shake, you got to imagine there's probably some iffy shit going on. And it's not always the price of a protein shake, but it is trying to get it from a reputable brand. You know what I mean? So it is something that you do want to pay attention to or be careful with.
Plus, they taste good.
Yeah.
They're incredible. All right, here we go.
mention the specific risks with protein supplements, which go largely unregulated by the FDA. And whatever's on the label can say fuck all about what's actually in the bottle. Plus, many powders are packed with added sugars,
not
and researchers
necessarily
have
true.
also found unsafe amounts of heavy metals.
What's up?
It's not really true. You can't say whatever you want in the bottle. There's actually a lot of regulation. You could start out saying whatever you want, but you're going to probably get caught by somebody. You know, so you could kind of start out making whatever claims you want, but they're all illegal.
Yeah.
So, and you're not going to, if you start, like I've mentioned on a previous podcast, you start selling pretty well, someone else is just going to rat you out there and be like, oh, their label is, you know, illegal.
Metals like lead, arsenic, cadmium, and mercury. Yeah, all of that is to say that everyone is the victim of just the insanity that's going on right now, both men and women. While research suggests that women are still judged far more for their appearance than men, the fact that it's not happening with the same numbers or the same rate doesn't change the fact that it is affecting both. And stuff like this needs to be talked about so that it's understood and normalized rather than kind of mocked, or sometimes even worse, just dismissed. With all of that, I want to leave you with two things. One, what are your thoughts regarding this news and also your personal
Changed his
experiences?
shirt.
Would be so amazing
he
to
did?
know in
He
those
did.
comments down below. And two, make sure you're subscribed and come
It was a
back to the
dark
channel.
shirt.
Yeah, you went
That
from
was a
like
dark shirt.
dark green to gray. That was quick.
It was a
He has a lot of really great points.
yeah.
I know we're like nitpicking everything he said, but the overall message is great. There are a lot of people that are probably suffering that are just going way too far on their fitness.
Yeah, and this is the thing. This is kind of like the age of comparison, because it's not like people never used to compare themselves to other people before social media.
That's why I wish we'd just walk around naked, get it all over with.
Yeah, man.
Are you hanging or not really?
But I'm a
It's not a big
grower.
deal.
I'm a grower.
It's not a big deal.
Don't make me have to be
not a
hard
big
everywhere
deal.
I go.
It's not a big deal.
Oh, that's
It isn't a
difficult.
big deal.
But it is a big deal.
It's not a small deal.
We all know that Andrew's
Don't do
the
this.
only person here who's walking around with a big deal. truly big deal
I
is
just
you,
keep
dog.
I keep going back to like
That's why your lower back always be giving you issues.
We're gonna be like on a
'Cause your dick's pulling
podcast
you
trip
down.
one day, and I'm gonna walk out and be like, "Oh fuck, I thought you guys were gone," and then you're both gonna be like, "Oh."
The Naked Podcast.
Shut the fuck up. No.
We could do it pantsless because
Dude,
we're
just
behind the
put-
desk, you know.
Well, actually, in Nsima,
What?
yeah, we could do it pantsless.
We could be in our undies back here at least.
No, but real talk. When it does come to like a lot of this shit, it is. I do feel for younger kids. I do, because as much as there is more information to give to speed you up on your fitness journey so that you can like understand the way to train and how to handle your nutrition, as much as there's good information, there's just so many more ways to see you're inadequate. Not just in fitness and everything. Like when you see somebody rolling in a crazy car, or they're fucking 20 years old and a millionaire with a beautiful girl and a house, it's like, it's hard not to compare yourself. But part of it is like, okay, maybe you get off social media a bit, you're not on it as much.
Don't follow those motherfuckers.
But there is, I mean, let's be real. There's a benefit in following people. I learn a lot from a lot of the people I follow. I'm intentional with that. And like, it helps. A lot of that has helped me speed up learning of certain things. So there's a benefit, but you just got to be careful. Like you got to guard where you are mentally with that shit.
And if you are following something or someone that is not making you feel great, then maybe you should not follow them anymore. I know that's probably not an easy thing to do, but you know, you just put that thing down, you just let it go and say like, I'm not going to follow all these influencers anymore. It's like driving me too crazy. It's making me lean into it too hard. But, you know, I think the main thing that's at play here is just the safety. You know, people are just going to do really unsafe things. They're going to do 1,000-calorie diet. They're going to get their hands on whatever fat-burning supplements, peptides, PEDs. There's a lot of things that are really dangerous that speed up your, they speed up your heart. If you're, taking some of these like medications that normally are going to be prescribed by like a doctor, and these things are going to be like more thoroughly examined as you go along the process, but you're doing that and you're not eating enough and you're like running on the treadmill and you're lifting. It could be a lot. Or you follow someone like me, or you follow someone like Nick Bear, or follow someone like Nsima, and you're like, Nsima's lifting, and then he's doing jiu-jitsu, Andrew's lifting, doing jiu-jitsu, Mark is running, and then lifting and podcasting, and like, I want to do what they're doing. And maybe you need more time to be able to get to particular levels. Like we've been lifting for a long time. Lifting's been a staple for us. So for us to add something to the menu after we've already been lifting for many years wasn't anything that miraculous or difficult. So you're going to have to give yourself some time to get used to all these things.
You know, when you mentioned, if somebody's not making you feel good, you shouldn't follow them. It's true, but also ask yourself, why is this not making me feel good? There could be a point where like this guy is saying he doesn't look good and he looks amazing, and I think that's ridiculous. Yeah, fucking unfollow that dude. He's got a weird look on himself. But, if someone doesn't make you feel good because of their success, for example, Alex Hormozy, right? I see his content sometimes and I'm like, fucking hell, what am I doing with my life? But the thing is, there's that thought, and I did like sometimes like, damn, he's so successful. But why? Why is he successful? Rather than being like, he makes me feel inadequate about my wealth. It's like, what are his habits? What is he doing? The thing is there's so much good information out there, and not all of it might make you feel good, but maybe sometimes there's a reason you're not feeling good. Maybe you're not feeling good for good reason. And this is going to be kind of rough, but maybe you haven't been taking care of yourself. Maybe you don't have the best habits. Maybe you do need to improve in that realm. And maybe when you do see someone who does have that and they're doing it, it doesn't make you feel good because you know that you could be implementing some of those habits to help you feel better. So maybe there's some good in terms of seeing something from somebody and not feeling good, because maybe it kicks you in the ass to move in the right direction. Yes, it can go too far and it can get unhealthy mentally, but feeling good all the time isn't necessarily how things should be. At least I personally think that. Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it, all right? Share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too, so you can get whatever you like from us. All right? Peace.